Hello and welcome to eSafety 101's Social Engineering course. Today, we'll be learning about social engineering, how it is done, and how it works. Firstly, the main principle of social engineering is an art of manipulation, where psychological and technical methods are used to trick a victim into releasing sensitive and confidential information. There are many ways of executing social engineering. The popular three ways are phishing, baiting, and quid pro quo. Next, I will now explain phishing. Phishing occurs when the attacker sends emails and masquerades itself as legitimate sources asking for sensitive information such as login credentials and financial details which normally wouldn't be requested for. The email would look very legitimate and will imitate as an email from an official company. Responding to the demands of the email will enable the attacker to execute their malicious intents. The next slide will show examples of phishing. Now let's turn our attention to baiting. Attackers place enticing links, downloads or files that could be attractive to the victim in hopes of the victim clicking the link that leads them to an installation of a malware or malicious activity. These are some examples of baiting. Likewise, quid pro quo. Quid pro quo refers to an attack where the attacker offers attractive benefits in exchange for a task that usually reveals the user's sensitive information or allows unauthorized access to the user's system. Moving on, we will show the real-life scenarios where social engineering took place and has caused damage to our society. So the main purpose of social engineering is to trick users into revealing their personal information and giving the attackers unauthorized access to the user's systems. The first scenario is the CryptoLocker case that refers to a notorious ransomware attack that began in September 2013. CryptoLocker was primarily spread through malicious email attachments and links. CryptoLocker was a type of malware that, once it infected a victim's computer, encrypted the files on that computer. The victim would then receive a ransom demand, typically in Bitcoin, to pay in exchange for the decryption key needed to unlock their files. The damage caused by CryptoLocker was significant, as it affected individuals, businesses, and even government organizations. Victims faced the loss of critical data, including personal files, business documents, and, in some cases, irreplaceable information. Many chose to pay the ransom to regain access to their files, and this financial incentive fueled the growth of ransomware attacks. Moving on, RansomX is a type of ransomware that infects computers through phishing, weak security, or exploiting vulnerabilities. It encrypts files and demands a ransom for decryption. Unlike other ransomware, it may steal data before encryption and threaten to expose it. Payment does not guarantee recovery, and negotiations with victims occur. RansomX has targeted organizations, causing major disruptions and financial losses. Prevention and preparedness are crucial to defend against such attacks. Lastly, the OCBC phishing scam involved fraudulent emails and websites impersonating OCBC Bank to deceive customers into disclosing their personal and financial information. These phishing emails looked convincing, with links to fake login pages. Victims who entered their details had their accounts compromised. The scam led to financial losses and highlighted the need for vigilance against phishing threats. Education on recognizing phishing attempts is essential for protecting against such scams. We have reached the end of the lesson. Thank you for listening.